there, Internet's MegaMogwai here, and I got yet another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we're going to tell our opponents it's just a prank, bro, as we are going to be playing my own version of Prankster Burn. There's been a few different versions of this deck running around, not only on the ladder, but also by fellow content creators. And I've been requested synonyms by my viewers to actually showcase it on the channel. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to build my own variant of the deck. And I'm really proud of this one. So let's talk about the playtime as we're combining ELISE and MAOKAI, both with the World Breaker hashtag Earthshaker. I was gonna say screens. I stopped myself there. Skins in a burn deck that it has a lot of very cool synergy going on behind it, and I'm really happy of my version because I'm running some cards that a lot of people aren't really running, and I've seen some versions running around here and there. And you know, as a deck builder, I'm gonna go ahead and say like, you see that? Well, this is better. Totally not biased by any stretch of the imagination. Let's talk about why I chose the cards that I chose and what the general strategy behind this deck is. So we aim to win through the likes of Phantom Prankster and Neverglade Collector. Both of these have very similar abilities. Phantom Prankster says whenever another ally dies, you deal 1 to the enemy nexus. And Neverglade Collector does the same thing, but it's a little bit beefier and also allows you to drain instead, so you can gain health in the process, which is really clutch against certain aggressive decks out there. Combining these two, you know, whatever you can draw into, and then just killing a bunch of tokens is the way to go. I've seen versions with like Monkey Idol and, you know, the powder monkey spell as well, like the one that monkey business and stuff. And that's, you know, that's cute and all, but I don't feel like that's ultimately necessary. I think Shadow Owls has more than enough to provide us with proper mechanics, especially through the likes of Sapling Toss and because of the newly enhanced MAOKAI, right? Because we can trigger MAOKAI at fast or even burst speed with this deck with line 'em up. I don't really feel like we need monkeys at all. I still feel like Doom Beast is a staple for any sort of burn deck that is Shadow Owls based, and I think this deck is no exception, especially considering we can potentially synergize the Nightfall effect with line 'em up amongst other things. And again, draining, very important, because sometimes we're facing a deck that's also trying to race us down, and gaining some health can be really crucial. We're playing a full set of Haunted Relic. I like this better than the monkeys because for 2 mana I can spawn 3 Unleashed Spirits, and then my engines just go to work, as we can also enable MAOKAI as well. It can also help us progress towards MAOKAI's level up much quicker than Monkey Idol can. And we're making use of Bilgewater, a little bit of a Bilgewater splash, but a card that I'm just shocked that I don't see anywhere else, and that is Fortune Croaker. Fortune Croaker is amazing because it lets us draw through our deck. You know, instead of playing something like, you know, I'm not trying to throw any shade or anything, right? Like I'm just saying, you know, like this is the reasoning behind the cards that I choose, right? But instead of playing something like Pool Shark, for example, just want to avoid any drama, you know? I think Fortune Croaker is much better because with Fortune Croaker, we can actually kill our saplings, our spiderlings, our hapless aristocrats, our, you know, I mean, that's pretty much the one health use that we have, but they comprise most of our deck, or even our keg from Line 'em Up, and we can kill that to trigger our engines at like essentially focus speed, so there's no interaction from the opponent potential, as we're not generating a skill with this. Like, this is triggered upon entry, and we can draw through our deck, so it gives us card draw while also potentially enabling our Phantom Pranksters and our Neverglade Collectors, and is really clutch in this deck, both in the early game and in the later stages of the match. Obviously, Glimpse Beyond is pretty self-explanatory, and we're also playing a card that a lot of people forgot about, and that fits this kind of archetype really well. Astro Fox. Yes, it's a skill. Yes, it can be interacted with. Still, it is essentially an Imperial Demolitionist for Shadow Owls for 4 mana that deals 3 damage and gives us a nice 3/3 body with Fearsome that we can allow to, or enable to push really good damage with through the likes of Blighted Caretaker and our saplings through Sapling Toss or MAOKAI in general, removing the fearsome blockers. And then Astro Fox alongside ELISE can apply a lot of pressure. Why is ELISE in this deck? Well, first of all, I love this art, and I just really wanted to showcase it in a thumbnail. Second of all, I don't really like playing ELISE spider decks. They're pretty straightforward. Very good decks for beginners, but not really my kind of thing. And yeah, I really want to showcase that. And she's really good in this deck because she gives us free bodies. She applies pressure early on. The Fearsome can help us push some damage. And she's generating Spirelings every single time she attacks, which just makes ELISE just a really good champion all around, and one that doesn't necessarily require synergy to truly excel. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the deck list right there. Put quite a bit of thought into it, and really happy. And today's gameplay is just, I realize I'm watching like the games, and I'm like going like, woo, all the time, because I'm just so excited. And yeah, I kind of sound like a broken record with, you know, I sound like, who's this guy? Like I remember Ric Flair or something like that, this wrestler, you know, that was just like, you know, saying woo all the time. And I feel like that's who I am today for bizarre reasons. And that's where I'm going to end this ramble. So hopefully you guys enjoy this deck. Really happy of what we put together here. And the very, very, very fun deck that actually puts in the work. Like I climbed Masters with this, which is really neat. So yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, enjoy the matches. Hopefully. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, let's do this. I just had a play test against Teemo, Kennen, and it was such a slick game. Kind of wish I just started recording from the get-go. So I was like, you know what? I'm not doing a play test. I'm just gonna record immediately. All right, let's see. We have the Phantom Prankster. This matchup can be a little bit tricky though because of they have Flame Chompers, ways to deal with our units. We're gonna drop the Astro Fox for sure. Vile Feast can be decent, yeah, for sure. Fortune Croaker as well. We're gonna keep the rest of this hand. So you can work towards a neat setup here. Ooh, ELISE is a great draw. We're gonna Vile Feast this immediately.
I pull the string.
See if they have Lulu on curve, because maybe there's a world in which they don't, you know.
Well, this isn't the glade.
I'm still gonna attack. I don't mind losing my ELISE here.
Nosy dewdrop.
Because I get 2 damage on him. And that means I can block the Lulu with one of these.
Follow me. I know where I'm going.
We don't mind.
Well, just do your best, okay?
And now we're gonna go for this. I'm worried about Get Excited.
Nothing to nothing.
Yep, hey, I got the spirits. These are my rules.
And I'm gonna go for the Sapling Toss.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna destroy the Flame Chomper. Anything to try to keep my Phantom Pranksters alive.
Like this before. Round we go.
Okay.
Whoa, dizzy.
Why are you? Wait. What are you doing? Oh. I thought it would revert. Okay. So now what we gotta do is we gotta block.
There is assistant.
Problem is double Get Excited kills us here, but I don't think he has Get Excited. I don't think he does. And keeping 2 of these is really important. No, this puts him down to 6. No, we're gonna do it like this. We're gonna take the hit. Because double getting excited kills us, but otherwise we... We're going in. Okay.
Everyone.
They're searching. That was clutch! Oh, there we go! There we go, baby! That's a game 1! Alright, definitely happy I started recording now. Woo! Let's go. Alright, let's see if we can do well against Kennen. Okay, so this is a bit of, I mean, I don't mind the MAOKAI, I think, but I think it's a bit early for it. Like, I think we gotta mulligan a little bit aggressively here. I don't mind the Doom Beast. There's a lot of neat components, but I want to find my engines. I think you gotta be pretty aggressive towards finding your engines. If I go for a sapling toss and they just recall this, then there's no point. But if I go Elise immediately, yeah, there's an everything. I don't bite. Yeah, they could have just... I mean, I could have still trend this play, but it's whatever.
Don't want to know.
Gotta be smart with the sapling toss.
Strike quickly.
Let's go to a beast. We'll take it.
Eyes open. Watch the branches.
Gonna wait for them to do that.
The rot must be cut away.
We want to play MAOKAI.
Ari, what do you fear?
A dull companion?
More revealing questions.
And so, life springs anew.
We're gonna play the Neverglade Collector because if he wants to attack,
Forest strikes.
A silent death. I have mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud styles.
Care that the hunt does not consume you, Ari. The others.
The others, we should say.
I could go double Neverglade.
You accepted what became of us.
Because we're to get the sapling from the MAOKAI. So force some trades here at this point.
Life feeds on death.
We're gonna drag. What are we gonna drag here?
I'll take care of this.
Get MAOKAI.
Think you're fast enough?
I regret that.
We feast.
Tell me about it. Alright, the Lurk matchup will be pretty interesting because we do have a decent early game, and we're definitely going to be keeping all these, including the Fortune. Am I keeping the Fortune Croaker? I could mulligan away the Fortune Croaker. No, I'm going to keep it. They go for a full mulligan. Alright, no turn 1 Rek'Sai. Hopefully they didn't get the Pike spell as well. God, this deck. This deck triggers me!
We can always rely on you to keep us safe. See what I've learned?
You pay! I got the spirits! He's a mile off!
Corruption everywhere.
This is outrage!
I went for the blood bait, but why would you do that again for the... Yeah, so unless he got Pike spell like turn 1, we should definitely be doing this.
Give them room to spread their leaves.
Because now we have line him up as well. That can enable a surprise blocker. And I kind of want to play Astral Fox here. Because it gives me a decent block into that.
Rise to the stars.
Sapling today. And so, life springs anew.
Come closer.
I don't
I don't
bite.
bite.
These two are fearsome, which is really important. I could keep the MAOKAI in the back, but I kind of just want to hit with it as well.
Feeds on death.
But what if he has a Ruthless Predator? I gotta be careful with the Ruthless Predator. I don't think it's worth it. he wants to trade that 2-1 into that 1-1, that's fine. Because now we get to knock this out.
See you soon, little ones.
And now we're gonna dive that in. Making good use of our fearsomes here, making good use of the Astral Fox actually.
Life starts small.
Ooh, the prankster's here. I repeat, the prankster's here. We're definitely gonna override the sapling, the spiderling.
It's playtime.
I played into a vulnerable there, but he hasn't revealed it yet, and I figured he would have used it on my MAOKAI at this point.
Join the world above.
It will all be over soon.
Prevent a little bit of damage. So I could just, honestly, like, there's no point in me. If I clear all those two, I have that. Yeah, and it's actually better to clear up the space.
Come, stay a while.
Here, sorry. Your home is in the skies.
Play Astral Fox.
They will pay for what they did to you.
All that matters now is the little ones.
Grow tall. Grow strong.
We get to level up. Which is not really the objective of the deck, but hey! That means no more Pike or Rek'Sai in their decks. And we set him for lethal. Oh shit. Ah! Hey! Prankster be dodging! Prankster be dodging! Don't be sorry, MAOKAI. You were great. You were great, mate. Woo! Oh, that was so cool, man. Alright, shrooms it is. And you know what? I gotta give Waldmeister props. Because he's using the cool Teemo skin. Like, I like this Teemo skin so much more. I want to keep the... I mean, one Hapless Discard is not bad. I want to keep the Vile Feast, though, in the MAOKAI. I like one Hapless. Even though we're not blocking the Teemo with it, we can block into other stuff.
That egg, did it move?
Another day in the field.
So, boy. I will Vile Feast it. Like, anything I can do to delay the Mushroom game plan, I will do. Especially now that they don't really have a way to...
Yeah, we never know what hit.
Oh, really? How about this? Because for 2 mana, this region combination doesn't... Like, if it was Freljord, then I would hesitate. But... here, we don't mind.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
A pass here. You want to get MAOKAI in there.
Have a mushroom.
F3.
These isles will be cleansed.
I would like to glimpse here. He could have more spells, but this is actually fine because if he does, I'm taking away those mystic shots that could be threatening my other engines.
There they go.
actually perfect. Getting this down to 2 is really important. There. That's alright. Big hit.
And so, life springs anew. See you soon, little ones. Life starts small.
Yippee! I got the spirits. There's a viral.
Oh, if mushrooms could talk.
Oh, I hear them.
Easy does it.
I could potentially work for a MAOKAI level up here as well. Let's see what it do. Okay, they're going to go for the entrapment.
I don't change things, and I can see it.
And so, life springs anew.
Success is planting your mushroom trap. Reporting in.
If I kill you, I don't fortune, stupid.
There he is.
I'll scout ahead. Adventure starts with mushrooms.
You accepted what became of us. As I'm supposed to do.
Let's go with this. I wonder if I should have gone for the sapling toss and just overran that.
I've always been a fun guy.
How are you, spirit?
Persistence is key.
I've memorized all the Bamboo Shop rules.
I've learned patience. Sapling today.
Let's do this.
Life starts small.
Die vom Stühler Gejodel in Uniform. Pay debt! They
gonna go with that. We already dealt with 2 Teemos, so I'm not concerned about another one. We've eliminated any left. I should have played the Elise.
Life springs anew. I refuse to wilt.
Block, they block, they block. That's 4. Should have dropped the Elise. Should have dropped the Elise.
There's nothing to fear.
Should have dropped the Elise that round. That was a mistake. That was a mistake on my end.
Easy does it.
I'm not afraid.
I can't believe they top decked that. So it didn't matter. Oh no. GG. GG. I made a mistake with my fortune croakers essentially. They got us. I made several misplays this game though. Several misplays. The last one didn't matter, but the other one could have potentially. Like with my fortune croakers. I know, man. Alright, this one will be interesting. We gotta watch out for the Roiling Sands. I'm gonna drop the Astro Fox. Do I keep the MAOKAI? I think I'm gonna do a full mulligan, actually. Because we do want to find our pranksters, our Neverglade collectors. Like, last game was a good indicator of, like, it took us too long to find our engine, right? We paid the price for that.
Never tried this chemical before.
Well, this Hapless Aristocrat is pretty ideal here. I'm gonna attack. I'll take it.
Would you look at this place?
I'm gonna play the sapling toss to absorb that Roiling Sands. I could have done it with line them up, but I want to be able to play my prankster next round.
What the same for you?
There we go. It's playtime. And now that they lost their bomb, they can't like ride out the arcane without going down in mana, which is really, it's not a good thing for them. I think it's time for Blighted Caretaker, right? We can push some damage. Because what is the alternative? I mean, I could go with line him up actually. To preserve a blocker. But do I really need to preserve a blocker that bad? I don't think so. I'm gonna start applying pressure. I think Blighted is really neat here. Yeah, see, they're actually willing to do that, which makes them. This really slows them down. Got some more draw here with Fortune Cloaker, and we're gonna see what we can do. I don't want to give him that, so we're gonna do this. God, that listen. I think I'm gonna glimpse beyond here, honestly. Yeah, I want to draw through my deck. Okay, we got MAOKAI there.
I will tend this god.
Could work for a MAOKAI win con here. Like I like the fact that this deck can, it's flexible in that sense. Like we don't have to burn every single time like Turbo.
Let's put these rocks into motion.
And lots of draw.
Life starts small.
And we're gonna use this to clear the Taliah, because Taliah can apply a lot of pressure. So getting rid of her is really important there.
Corruption
Everywhere.
And so, life springs anew. Happening today.
Onward, everybody! The horizon falls. Point the way, and I'll make the way.
Give them room to spread their leaves. I've learned patience.
23 and then
Your home is in the stars.
Life starts.
because we level up MAOKAI now, and he gets the draw effects from those, which really puts him on the clock. Down to 2. Down to 1. I don't know if I should have attacked with those, honestly. He has to kill me here. And I gave him the chance by doing that. I played really well this game, except for attacking with my units. I didn't have to attack there. Okay, that's the last one.
Explosives, big and small, I got them all.
Okay. As long as you survive here, so that's there's no overwhelm, there's only challenger and impact, so this is gonna connect through. He's gonna be able to clear 2 bodies. We should be fine here. He has scout. But we still have 3 blockers, and you know this thing goes through. You can challenge MAOKAI for all he wants. I can block into that one. And that's 5. That's close, but not enough. I was worried if he had another Taliah. Oh man, that was so slick. Whew! Wow. Not bad. Easy karma. This can be quite tricky because it can answer a lot of our stuff pretty easily. But I don't want to say no to the Neverglade Collector. But I do want to find MAOKAI. Definitely. Because MAOKAI is actually a pretty nice alternate win condition here. And, I mean, 2 back-to-back 4 health units for this deck is not the easiest thing to deal with. Because they have to resort to stuff like Thermogenic Beam. Also, like an early Elise can apply a lot of pressure. I just love her art, by the way. Alright. Let's do this.
Just out of reach.
Okay, Fallen Feline for that late game. Not a very relevant unit right now, though. Because they spent 1 mana, we don't have to worry about a Thermal Beam onto Elise, which makes her a really solid turn 2 play. It's going to represent a lot of momentum against this deck.
Come closer.
I don't bite.
Bite.
This is a nice, clean open attack. Even though we draw a Phantom Prankster, we want to open attack with Elise. Because this is not a good block for him. He doesn't want to trade the 1-drop into the Spiderling that we generated. I'm gonna play Phantom Prankster. Because if he has a Thermal Beam, then he goes down. Like using a Thermal Beam on this feels really neat. I could play MAOKAI, but I may just want to preserve this as a win condition. Even though... Oof.
I will tend this
I'm
god.
gonna play MAOKAI now. Yeah, that's really good value. Again, they really struggle dealing with this.
You accepted what became of us. As I supposed to do.
And now we just apply a lot of pressure. A lot, like we have to be very aggressive here. Yeah, they're gonna draw, and drawing right now is gonna leave them quite vulnerable. We could see a Thermal Beam, but if he goes for a okay, or double, a gotcha. Wow. Wow. Well, you know, if you draw that well, what are you gonna do? Well, I mean, our Neverglade is still alive. Gotta be careful with the Astral Fox. It can very easily be countered.
Bring peace to Ionia, whatever the cost.
I mean, now it's just like, if they do have... Now it's very hard for them to counter this. Unless they found another Mystic Shot. It's the best moment to go for this. And if they resort to a Mystic Shot onto this, then they miss the Mystic Shot for Neverglade Collector. So this Astral Fox is really neat now. Yeah. What about just glimpsing here? For extra damage. Just for extra damage. Look at that. Look at that hit. And now we're going again. The question is, no, yeah, I definitely want to do this.
You accepted what became of us. As I supposed to do.
Lots of pressure with MAOKAI here. That's how you got to beat this deck, because if we play the slow game, they will wreck us. But we're not letting them get there. And this deck is certainly capable of that. Concussive Palm. Alright. We can dive that in there. Is there any other way we can generate more damage here. Could have a Notify. Maximum value, baby. Clock is ticking. We have the ability to kill this.
They don't know what they're up against. Don't blink or you'll miss me.
That egg, did it move?
Give them room to spread their leaves.
Watch and learn.
Now we're gonna Vile Feast here. We're gonna keep the glimpse in response.
I don't change fate, but I can see it.
We force a thermogenic beam out of him.
On silver, I thought. No, like this.
Wasn't expecting that. All right.
Life starts small. Life eternal.
Level up MAOKAI. Let's get rid of that deck. All the Karmas and Ezreals left there. Limit his draws.
Brings anew. They will pay for what they did to you.
We're going what?
Matters now with the little ones.
With that lineup, Caretaker combo, baby. This thing was fearsome, representing. We have lethal on so many angles here. You ain't got AoE. You ain't got lethal. I think. Is it possible? With Get Excited? Get excited, get excited. That would take 2. That would be 4. No, there's no way. He doesn't have it. He ain't got it. He ain't got it, baby.
Enough struggle.
They ain't got it. We got this. When they keep staying up, we knock them down. And we finish it.
We will heal these isles.
Oh, they're healed.